Hello everyone, welcome back to Criminal Case. This is the exciting part where I'm gonna find out who the murderer is, and it's gonna be so exciting. Let's get the results on the modifiers. Asma, is it true that the thief has been arrested? Afraid so. Matthew is on our case big time. It means we need to solve this murder ASAP. Now I cut to the chase. See, a quick clean-up job, and I mean to tell me that underneath all the mud, those fibers from the roof spoon were pale yellow. As this I found traces of your victim's blood on the roof. Those fibers must have come from your killer. They're very pale yellow, Osmond. So our killer's very pale yellow. The yellow Benny behavior has earned them a spot in prison. Well, this is so exciting. It feels good to be back by a criminal case after such a long time of illness. Let's get the results on the handkerchief now. Also, it takes me back to the good old days, Jake getting in trouble with the authorities. Of course, I used to be right there with him in custody. Are you even a tiny bit concerned that he's not off? I am actually. Small 10 cops were one thing, but having the FBI cases are great. Matheson for blood, and the thief ain't good at sweet talking his way out of a jam. While we can't focus on the case, I can confirm that the handkerchief he sent me was soaking chloroform and used to knock Fairney out. I found traces of his skin cells on it. But I also found traces of foreign DNA. It must have come from your killer. It wasn't much, but I can tell that your killer has green eyes. Well, we got the green eye to go get this green-eyed killer, Osman. Osman, it's finally time to know who have the ghost kill Fairney. Hold up, you two. You got a human killer and Grand Prix ghost on your hands. Don't tell me you think you're going this alone. You know, don't even answer that. I can't expect whether you're not here or not. Fine, but leave the talking to me, Osman. Let's go get them, Osman. Man, this is so exciting. It's gonna be exciting, huh? Right, there are only two people who could have done it. It's either Axel Boss, the artist, or Greg. But I'm gonna say it was him, the painter, because his eyes are green. And it definitely cannot be Greg because his eyes are blue, so it has to be Axel Boss, the artist. Yes, I got it right. Axel Box, you're under arrest for the murder of RJ Finney. We know you're attacking the chloroform before dragging his unconscious body to the bridge. There you hang him upside down and left him to die. I might be swayed by the goodness, but not enough to kill someone for you. No, but you do it to have the ghost with you. Ghosts? What are you talking about? You know what we're talking about, the ghost of Abigail Riley. You say you never heard of her, but even I married to you. Oh, I confess I know Abigail Riley was I know her still. Still. Yes, Abigail might be no longer. So the Abigail told me she wanted, I pledged to her, my beloved, and fairly deserving no and more. He had the other sacrificed my beloved Abigail to Edema. Edema, that's what fairly accompanies someone with a ritual. Yes, it started as nothing more than. They have rumors that some Edema will BJ to bestow knowledge, and they thought it would be fun to try it. What they haven't bargained was on the Edema actually for something in exchange. Many other others could have solved the ritual there and then. Instead, they decided to. They value knowledge. In exchange, the demon told them that the cases of natural resources would make them rich. Fairly and now the case of the oil deposit, Justina the gold mine, and so on. That's why you hung Fairly up like the hangman Tavaka, because it displays the Norse god Odin, who'd suspended himself from a tree in order to gain knowledge. Funny, you are not seen doing an answer Kenta, Osmond. Abigail, they had to stop you. Punish the culprits. One more deal. I want you to know, my dear Axel. You can't do that. Then I guess I will just have to lose you. Asmi, I felt the ghost go inside of me. I can't control my arms. We're taking Nuke with us, Osman. If you come at us, Abigail will make him. Oh my god, Osman, the ghost and actually have one of my Nuke. A few moments later, Osman, this is terrible. You figured out Axel works. But when you went to your wrestling, the ghost possessed Nuke and Axel and the ghost are on the runway here. If only the chief here, he know what to do, but Agent Matheson got in custody. It's up to us to figure this out, husband. Let's get down to work. Wow, this has taken such a strange turn. Husband, this is terrible. We went to Rex Axel boss, but Abigail's ghost possessed him and made him one of the Axel. If the chief were here, he know what to do, but Agent Matheson got in custody. Now you better talk Matheson to be easy. Osme, all this time was convinced Justina would never anyone. But the Axel guy claims Sia happens and Abigail to a demon. We need to hear Justina's side of the story, Osme. I'll be waiting for you at the prison once you're done speaking to Matheson with Phoenix. Yikes, this has taken such a dramatic turn. Now I gotta talk to Agent Matheson. Agent Matheson, I know this is going to sound strange, but we have an emergency and we really need our chief back. Now, what kind of an emergency could you think possibly have? If you must know, our friend has been possessed by a ghost. Haha, good one, Osman. What do you think this is? An episode of the Y-Files? Be serious, there's no time to explain, but we can prove it if you come with us. And then we will either hand you. If you're not convinced by the time you're done, you can charge us with whatever you like. I fetch your chief. Osme, is it true Abigail's ghost possessed and you can make him run away with Axel? Yes, we need to find them ASAP. Agent Matheson will be joining us, our fun family Anthony, to exorcise the ghost. You guys do know I can still change my mind, right? So I just suggest you cool it with the attitude. Sorry man, we gotta go check outside the abandoned house ASAP. We explain everything on the way. Now I gotta investigate the garden. Notebook. I found a notebook. Now I need to find a towel or some other stuff. Moonak crypts. Must be some other items. The brain, the towel. Where is that towel? There it is. There's a missing post. There should be a pentagram here. There's a sponge. Apparently. There it is. There's a ghost in the window. There's a spider web here. There's a brush here. And there should be a flashlight. So let me get this straight. We're here to figure out where a ghost and a human accomplice took your body. Insane, isn't it? You guys for working for the FBI was wild. Cut the small talk, you two. You found Abigail's notebook. Osme, get here not quick. The next, examine this notebook. I think it's this one. Oh yes, Abigail, so it should be writing like this. No, I think it's the other one. Yeah, because it's Abby, so it should be, I don't know, maybe it's this one? No, it should be this one. You got the ghost notebook open, Osmin. Congratulations, you managed to pick a simple knock. Now what? Now we figure out where the ghost and Axel might can take Nuke. Phoenix, take that notebook back to your RV and see what you can find. Now I gotta send this notebook to the lavatory. Now I gotta talk to Justino. Gran, I'm so happy to see. Cut it out, Justina. I believe you were innocent all this time. But you weren't, you were a accomplice. You know about it. Yes, I was Abaca's ghost that possessed you. A ghost, that's insane. Not as insane as somebody a demon. And for what? To become rich. So you really do know everything, but I mean, not a day goes by that I don't regret what we did. How did you even know how to... We got a spare book from some local woman calling herself... All the actual exchange was some cat tape on it mixed it into a paste. That's who we need to talk to. I wish we were apart in any ways or better terms, Justina, but I wish you were for the future. Me too, Gwen, and please take this money. It was never barely mine anyway. 2,000 coins. Back at camp. But that's the least of our problems, because see the others, some are we're like demon. Well, this is a video game, so it's just fictional. This demon must be the male violet false Dr. Akonis was worried about. The one that was draining knife out of the hand. Justina says they got the spell to summon the demon, who requested cat tape punning paste in return for the information. If we want her to tell us how to get rid of this demon, we better get on a good side. I think I saw some cat tape pants down by Devilman's Bridge. Let's check it out. Let's investigate the bridge already. There was so much talking in this fictional story. I do notice that the story is becoming stranger per case. Now there should be a piece of wool somewhere. This is difficult. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Those are definitely cacti plants, doesn't it? Can you connect some of that pollen? And let's examine these plants. And let's do it. Yes, I done it so quickly. I connected the pollen. You connected some pollen from those cattail pans. Pyro can mix into a paste. I just hope this will be enough to get the talking about the demon, Justina, and the other summon. Let's get the pollen to Pyro. Let's send this to the laboratory. Well, it looks like that's the end of this case, because there's not much I could do at this rate. So anyway, I done 37% of this case, so looks like that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching criminal case videos. If you like what you see, please to let me know in the comments. Goodbye.